Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft snapshot. This is 20w49a. Holy crap. As you can see here, we have at least a little teaser or a little preview of what the Dripstone caves are actually going to look like. Obviously, this is the cave generation. This is the cave generation you can set before you start your game. This, though, is the only way at this current point of seeing the Dripstone cave biome actually implemented into the game. And might I say, this looks incredible. Obviously, I have night vision enabled, but I really hope this is at least somewhat of what it's going to look like. I mean, just look at this, bro. This looks absolutely insane. Like I said before, this is running through the cave's actual setting that you can enable before you launch a world. But this is just a taste of what the actual Dripstone caves might look like, because currently if you go to set these as their own biome in just a vanilla spawning world, all we get is stuff like this, like little corridors with some little things like this in it. It's not really that exciting. So I thought I'd want to show it like this because, well, this kind of resembles what we saw in Minecraft Live, and I think that's what you guys want to see the most of. But anyway, enough of just flying around these caves. Let's show some of the new features in this snapshot. Before we get into anything, I will show you guys how you can actually access those biomes for yourself. All you have to do is go more world options, go to the world type, and you can have it on single biome, caves, or floating islands, and all of these ones allow you to go into customize, and then scroll down a little bit, and all you got to look for is the Dripstone caves right there. Once you've done that, just click create world, and I'll actually show you guys what I was talking about the general caves, because this is not the cave actual loading thing. This, as you can see here, is a brand new single, it's just a simple world. If we hop in creative quickly, which I didn't enable cheats, did I? There we go. So now, as you guys can see, what I was kind of talking about, this is all classified as the Dripstone caves, but they just look like normal caves with some dripstones scattered throughout it. Don't get me wrong, I think this looks awesome, and it definitely adds to the normal Minecraft caves, but I really hope they do implement kind of some of the caves that we saw in Minecraft Live, because this is kind of what you'll be exploring. Imagine you're exploring this and there's some dripstones every now and then. Nothing too exciting, but still, I think that is really cool, and don't get me wrong, it does look awesome. Seeing these dripstones just scattered across the normal caves is really cool to see, especially now with the amethyst, I think that's what they called it, or the crystal giant spears. I think that is so freaking cool, but I really hope they do add some of those bigger areas that we saw in Minecraft Live. I'm sure they will, because, well, these are snapshots, and we give Mojang feedback, and then they try and go from there. So I definitely think that's going to be a very high requested thing, because this looks awesome. This looks really cool, but yeah, you can't deny that those giant areas looked really freaking cool with all the dripstones hanging from the ceiling. Maybe not that big, but still, something like that would be really cool to see in your world, especially now with one of the new things that has also been added in this snapshot, which I'll show later. But anyway, let's go back to the surface now and show off probably one of the coolest new features that everyone has been excited for in this update, the Sculk Sensor. This is only one of the Sculk related blocks that's going to be added, and I'm sure the rest will appear once we see the deep dark get added along with the warden. But this is pretty much what a lot of people have been very, very excited to see. If you have no idea what it is literally wireless redstone. Yep. It's a wireless redstone. A way to prove it is I just get a redstone lamp and I want to activate it. Let's jump. Boop. It's activated. As you can see, though, there is a bit of delay because you can see this line actually coming out from where I am, because these things go off vibrations. And when I say vibrations, that can be breaking a block, it can be placing a block, we'll just let it, there we go, placing a block, and also activating any redstone contraption, or if you want, even getting a snowball and just throwing that at the ground. That affects the thing as well. Oh, wait, it's currently catching me, but that also affects the thing. This is so cool, and I love the animated effect on it. I don't think that was there during Minecraft Live. I really like it, and you guys can also see it doesn't keep spam activating it if I walk around it. It does have like a 1 tick delay, or I can't, actually it's probably more than 1 tick. It has a whatever you want to call this delay, which stops you from constantly activating it, causing it to like flicker on and off, on and off, on and off. It will not do that. This thing is really cool though, and I'm really excited to see what people are actually going to do with it, because it is a bit too complicated for my brain. My brain cannot handle the Sculk Sensor. I will show you guys, I'll show you guys at least one thing I've learned. I managed to figure out a way to actually kill your friends in an instantaneous second which is just something I happen to be researching at the time of making this video. Don't mind me. But anyway, as you can see here, we have some wool, because wool actually allows you to block the Sculk Sensor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Sculk Sensor. Meaning, if we actually cover up all this area and put some TNT minecarts down, hold shift, because that won't activate the thing, and just load this thing up, then go plonk, plonk. Now, if we walked over this area, we can, yeah, expect a really nice surprise. That is insane. Holy crap, that is insane. I'm blown away by that. Get it? Get it? Blown away? God, I'm funny. Oh man, I'm dead inside. Anyway, that's besides the point. That's only one of the few things I've actually managed to figure out about the Sculk Sensor. I'm sure it's going to be useful for so many other things, but I have been playing around with it, trying to get it to work with a few different things, like making an automatic door and an automatic bridge that comes out when you walk across it. But the problem is, yeah, the problem is, I'll show you guys what the problem is. Because I'm not good with redstone, when you place a block, it activates the thing. That's fine, right? When I walk, it activates the thing. If I place another piston, that's fine. But when we get two, and they get out of sync, every single time one comes back, it will then activate the other, which then activates the other, which then just keeps it on a loop. And you cannot make a timed thing then. If these didn't activate the Sculk sensors, then you could probably make it so when you walk it will detect. That's pretty much what would activate it. But I do not know for the life of me how to get this to work. I just cannot figure it out. So it's like maybe if you were doing a parkour system and you needed to activate a Sculk thing, there you go. You could, yeah, actually, oh, hold up, that actually might work for a second. Let's try this. So you need to activate this. You jump, and there you go. Like, you could do some pretty cool, you know, last-minute activation Sculk Sensor parkour things, but I cannot for the life of me figure out how to make an automatic door or a bridge or anything. I am not redstone savvy. I'm really not. I mean, isn't that what we have Mumbo Jumbo for? So, but in all seriousness, I think the Sculk Sensor is really freaking cool, and I cannot wait to see what some people can do, because, yes, it's very technical, but there are some fun things you can do with it. For example, you can see just how trippy these blocks are. That is insane, and that right there is actually the radius of how far these Sculk sensors can go. So if I'm on the edge here, it would then hit, obviously, the center, which was over here. So let's throw one there again. This is the edge down there, and once you hit there, it would then make its way to the center, but it wouldn't go any further. If you guys are kind of understanding what I'm talking about, just imagine it creates a giant dome around it that also goes upwards. So it's pretty cool to see, and if I can find an image, I might put it up on screen of what I'm trying to talk about of how its radius works. It's really cool, but it's a little complicated if you don't know what it's trying to do. It's a little bit complicated. And because it does go off vibrations, you can literally have the Sculk sensors hidden underneath lights. So then you could technically make, if you manage to figure it out, you could technically make, ignore the noise, a light up hallway. Because imagine you know, okay, hold up. Let's actually show you guys something. Let's show what at least I'm talking about for a minute. Like, if you imagine, I couldn't be bothered doing a second one. Imagine you had just lights on a hallway like this. Ignore the noise. The noise is a bit annoying. But imagine having that, and it turns off behind you as you go. That would be kind of cool. I don't know why you'd want it, because, well, you want, oh man, it's really dark. You'll probably actually want normal lights, but this is still a really cool thing. And this is only one little thing you can do with the Sculk sensor. I don't know. The possibilities for it do seem pretty big. So hopefully we get some really cool redstone videos in the next few days. I can imagine a lot of people are going to be jumping onto this and seeing what they can actually do with the Sculk sensor. I'm excited to see it at least. One of the last few things about the Sculk sensor is it actually gives a redstone signal strength depending on how close you are to it with its vibration. For example, if I throw the snowball really close to it, you can see it's a super strong signal, but if I throw it pretty far away, as you can see, it gives it a super weak signal. It's the exact same with an actual person, super weak, but when we move closer, it's a super strong signal, and there's kind of a middle signal, as you can see there. So this could probably open up the opportunity for some cool mini games. And, well, the final thing is when you're in survival, if you want to harvest this, you need a hoe. And that's it. That is everything at this point about the Sculk sensor. Well, at least to a basic degree. There are a lot of complication things, like with how the vibration works, what different items give different power levels, or not, just different vibration levels and kind of stuff like that. It's a bit too complicated for my own little brain, but as always, I will leave the page to the latest snapshot by Mojang themselves in the description. So if you want to do a bit more research into it, then 100% that is down there for you. Now just some of the, I guess you could say, bug fixes and changes that I've noticed that are pretty major. You guys have actually asked me to cover at least the big bug fixes because I don't like going over the bug fixing stuff. There's a lot of it, so we're just going to cover some of the big ones. One of the things is the cauldron. It now actually does get affected by this. As you can see, there is lava dripping down. Lava's in top. The lava is dripping off the end of the, I was going to call it a stalagmite, but it's a dripstone, and it is landing in the cauldron. This will fill, from what I'm aware. A cool thing you can see is, there you go, I've turned the random tick speed up to 1,000, so now it will basically, as soon as you see one drop off, if we give it a few seconds, yeah, it fills it. That's not what it will actually look like. If we turn it down probably to 10 maybe, 10 might be a bit better. If we watch it for a second, let's see if this actually does anything, or you know, I might need to turn it, I'm going to turn it up to 100. I don't know if that's going to be too much as well. No? Okay, 100 actually doesn't seem like too much. This should slowly fill over time, kind of normally, you know how water does with it, so it goes up, 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 up until it reaches the top when you like start taking it out with a bucket. At least that's what I'm aware of, but you guys did see, it, when it's at 1,000 at least, it does seem to be working, so let's just crank that back up and watch it drip go in. Come on. And clonk. What? It didn't work? Come on, and clonk. Why is it? Okay, it worked before. You guys saw it work. There it is. Okay, you guys saw it work that time as well. But that is the one little change that I guess you could say that was a pretty major thing that I needed to point out to you guys. The next thing isn't really a bug fix though. It's actually just an alteration to something that I requested, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people did as well. Hence why it's actually now added, is now when you have a bundle and you hover over it, you can see the fullness of the bundle without needing to be in your advanced tooltips. As you can see, I do not have any of the advanced tooltips turned on, and I can still see how much that bundle is holding. So if we grab a few things, as you can see here, it says there are 19 items in there, and we can see what there is, and then we can empty them in the order we pick it up, so on and so forth, just like we could in the last snapshot. Really cool. And you'd think that's it for this snapshot, but no, there is actually one other thing, which is something very, very exciting, but we can't actually show it in this world. We need to back out to the title screen to show this. One of the final things to show you guys is actually a data pack you can now enable, because if you look at my Y, we are on negative 32, and it doesn't stop there. We can now go if we want, and now as you can see, we're at Y level 505, and guess what? That's right, if you're seeing all these blocks, we can build. We can build up here. That might not seem like an insane thing, right? You know, not an insane thing. No, not at all. Because if we just drop, you guys can kind of just see how high up we've gone. Yep. And there's that block. And yeah, we're still falling. We're not dying yet though, as you can clearly tell. And if I stop around here, as you can see, we can't, around negative 512, we also start taking a little bit of damage. But guess what? Down here, we can even build. Meaning the world height limit is 1,024 blocks. We can go 1,024 blocks all the way from here up. I'm pretty sure at least, or is it more than that? It's probably more, but that's insane. Holy crap. And just to show how insane this could be if this feature is going to be implemented, I found this video by Pop Lock Chop on Reddit just showing how insane it is. And it does make sense that this would be added in this, I guess you could say, update, because it's the cave and cliffs update. We've been told there's the deep dark as well, which is being added into the cave section of the game. And if that's true, that's got to be where bedrock is currently, meaning bedrock's got to be lowered. And if we want some big caves like we saw in Minecraft Live, then it's got to be lowered. We've got to get deeper caves and taller mountains. And the only way to do it is adjusting world height. And they said in a Minecraft Q&A, oh, we don't know if we will because we don't know if it's possible or if it will affect the game too much currently. Well, it seems like it's possible, and I think they're going to do it. The one thing I think they might actually do, though, to change and make it so it isn't broken, is they might add 2 features or a new mode that you can swap into. Kind of like what we have with amplified mode. Instead, though, have huge caves and huge cliffs, or normal caves and normal cliffs. This will make it so we can have all the huge, amazing cliffs and caves and stuff like that, but you need to have higher end stuff, or they can also keep the old original stuff and people can still play with the all new biomes and all that stuff. It's just the caves wouldn't look as insane. Personally, though, I really hope they manage to actually make this new world height limit kind of thing a fully implemented feature, because it is insane being able to build pretty much anywhere in between this high. It is mind-blowing to me. But in all honesty, guys, that is it for this snapshot. Quite a big one. Obviously, there wasn't actually many items added. It was literally just the Sculk block. That's it. That's all that was added. A new biome thing, and now the world height limit has been altered, and this is insane. If you want to get the data pack for yourself to alter your own world height, just know I haven't managed to figure out a way to actually get normal terrain to spawn. I've only managed to figure out a way to actually load in here and it be a huge void mess kind of thing. So if you still want to download this for yourself, I will of course link the creator in the description. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and make sure you click that subscribe button because then you'll be able to stay tuned and watch the next snapshot video, and heck, you might even enjoy my other videos that I upload. But anyway guys, my name is Troy, and I'll see you in the next one. It's still insane that we're flying. Oh my god, I can see the platform. Anyway, see you guys